Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel presents. Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of Graveyard Keeper here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel. Well, today I've decided to change the things a bit. Lately, I've been covering a lot of content from the Stranger Sins DLC, but this dungeon is kind of still stuck here at level 7, and we will need to progress further with Snake's and the Astrologer's storyline. So, how about I go and venture out into the dungeon? Hopefully it will not be too challenging and I will be able to survive this. I still have quite the good gear, but as you can obviously see, my combat skills have not improved from the last few episodes when I went here. At least I came across lots of silver right from the start. The reason why I have this much booze is to recover the loss of HP. Okay, and we finally have another enemy here. This is the big spider. Whenever he dodges, he tends to throw this massive ball of spider web at you, which gives you a debuff. So I would suggest you to try and avoid his long-ranged attacks. Of course, right now I am starting to fill up my inventory with a ton of junk. Like for example bead seed, simple iron parts, etc, etc. But eventually I will definitely throw this stuff away to make room for more important inventory. Now, right now, I do not remember the current purpose for the spider web, but I'm sure while I will be editing the footage, I will be able to find out what it can be used for. So it should appear somewhere along the screen. I think there is some sort of alchemy purpose for it, but right now I'm not that sure. So far I was able to dodge the spider's attacks. Okay, these rooms are getting more full and full of enemies. And this iron scrap is kind of bugging out. I don't know what's happening to it. Is that a bug? Did I break the game again? Now it just basically went half across the map, who knows where. Okay, so apparently I have been able to find the entrance to the lower level. That would be level 8. But unfortunately I will still need to clear out the rest of the dungeon level. So I will have to go and take a look at the upper part from which we came. So at least I know that if I go down there, there is the entrance to the lower room or lower level. So now let's go and clear out the upper level or the upper part of this map. Okay. Actually, right now I do not mind taking all this damage from these guys just due to the fact... Okay, I'm gonna destroy you, I'm gonna destroy you. I do not want the bronze star quality seeds because, well, I cannot sell the bronze star quality produce to either the farmer or to the merchant store. Okay, we are getting some powders here. More scrap for smelting. Flitch, I think I broke apart like a huge amount of trees at the graveyard. So thanks to the supply chain provided by my fellow zombies, I am not really that much in a need for more wood right now, or specifically flitch. Don't know if I want to keep 1 and 1 seed. I'm gonna have to take a look at those powders too and determine which ones will stay with me. Man, these fire bats are annoying. Come on. Okay, I think I managed to clear out level 7. So let's head out into level 8. Hopefully I will be able to get deeper. I would really hate to clear out this level and then have to go to bed to get rid of the being tired or exhausted effect, and then see if I can clear out the level 8. I would really love to do at least 2 levels, and then potentially I can go and do a few more things so that this episode has some other content in it as well. Okay, level 8, here we go. Ooh, I even came across a health potion. That's awesome. And another silver vein. That is awesome. Well, it would have been in case I would not have the inn. I mean, honestly, the only thing which I'm not showing you guys is probably me producing a larger quantity of gold star and silver star quality wine and selling it at the inn, and it's making way too much money. Like, seriously, it's not even funny. Money is right now not an issue. I don't recall ever having 23 golds. Ooh, okay, we are coming across new enemies here. These balls are kind of interesting because they explode upon the contact. So you always have to distance yourself away from their explosion radius. The fun thing is, however, that they do not actually damage the creatures here. So only you are at the risk of being hurt by them. Electric powder has also a use for alchemy. And fun thing is that actually Clotho is able to sell you this ingredient specifically even before you reach this depth of the dungeons. So we have cleared out this section of the dungeon, but we still have more to take a look at. Okay, these guys are not playing around. They are going straight for the kill. Just hope one of these levels will not be too damn long so that I don't have to spend too much time swinging my sword here. I definitely want to avoid the blast radius. Not really sure what kind of damage would they do to me, but I don't want to find that out, honestly. Okay, I definitely need to heal here. Whoa, he can walk through that water? Can I do that too? I cannot hop on there. How did he get there? Is that another bug? Do I keep breaking this game? What's going on? Oh boy, flies. Okay, now the crystal over there is one of the reasons why it's actually more advantageous for you guys to come into the dungeons later on when you have unlocked more technology. Specifically because I do believe from this crystal here, you are able to obtain, let's see, something like the diamonds. Yeah. So what would happen if I would unlock this technology? You see, now I am actually able to mine this successfully. And if I get rid of one of these things which I do not require, which can be chaos powder, toxic powder. Yeah, let's just get rid of the onion seeds. Now I have 4 diamonds. Just like that. Usually you come across diamonds in this game earlier if you go into the dungeon. That was especially the case in the previous versions before the Stranger Sins DLC came out. And because leveling up your mining, why are you going back? I'm trying to get rid of you. You need to clear out this damn level. Stop dodging my attacks. And yeah, trying to mine for the resource was much harder and much more difficult. Yeah, I know I'm just kind of taking all the damage from these guys, but then again, yeah, so we are at level 9. I'm gonna go save up the progress. And then we're gonna head into the dungeon again. Can we make more food here? Let's make some muffins. Save up the progress. And yes, in order for me to actually pick up more items here as supplies, I will need to clear out all this junk. So let's do that by doing the following things. The silver can actually be smelted here. The scrap should be smelted as well. And that way I can drop off whatever I do not require. So I've been trying to create some carved statues. Now the issue is that Bishop requires gold star quality statues. And I've looked up even the wiki page and it shows you are able to make gold star chisel. I don't see that. I cannot craft it inside of the game, so I'm not sure if one of these recipes for, like, for example, the jewelry creation or something would grant me the access to that thing. So I have to apologize here. It took me a bunch of more episodes to get pre-recorded in order to actually find out that the only place where I was able to obtain the gold quality chisel was at Tress's carpenter store. You see, you actually need to reach level 2 reputation when it comes to trading with Tress in order to get your hands on the gold star quality chisel. And I was able to find this out, I don't even know how far later on into the game. This is just an update to let you know that yes, you can get your hands on the gold star quality chisel. As I was going off the memory based on what I used to think before the DLCs came out, and more responsibilities were moved onto the brothers. You know, the woodcutter, Tress, and the stone carver. What's his name? I'm gonna have to look that up as well. Anyhow, let's get back to the episode. And don't worry, still did not get the occultist perk. I'm still waiting for that so that we can gather those 3 dark pieces of organs for the Inquisitor, and that will of course be featured on one of the upcoming episodes as well. So in case you want to know when it will happen, try subscribing. It's a recommended thing right now because YouTube keeps doing some fun stuff, and that way you will stay up to date on all my uploaded content. Anyhow, I have more junk to drop at the church's cellar. Should be able to make more wine here. Yeah, unfortunately, I require one more pail of thingy here. Let's drop off this here. And now we are able to make more wine. Yeah, I don't have any wheat or stuff, but I don't kind of care right now. The important thing is to drop off all the stuff. All the powders. Let's see if there is anything or anywhere where I can put these. Okay. Some life extract. Some bat wings, just in case I will require more chaos solutions and things like that, because I've been lately kind of busy creating the aromatizers for the more advanced incense, as you can see from the workbench over here. Okay, how much more junk do I have? Still have the webs. And yeah, from the pile of notes here, you can deduct that I have been trying my best on create 1 gold star quality, so that I have something for Miss Charm, since I blew up that one which I received from the Inquisitor and created it into an actual note and did not give her the required item. So yeah, that was a fun episode. Or the episode after that episode, once I found out how much I did screw up. Okay, let's move the muffins over here. I don't know why I'm walking around with the diamonds. Ooh, okay, we only have another enemy. This one is actually annoying because its only purpose or only form of attack is this ranged form, which shoots either to the right, to the left, up and down. So in case you are hit by the bullets, you will take some damage. And there is another silver wine here, but I'm gonna deal with that right after I deal with this. Okay, now right from the start, destroying this, destroying these, and I don't need more of these. Although I feel like I will get my hands on even more of those anyhow. I've been here for a few seconds and already my inventory is fully packed. That's just awesome. Okay, I really don't want to be breaking apart these benches for flitch and scrap metal. I would rather try to deal with this room full of all the enemies and try to take as least damage as possible. But then again, I'm not really good at combat apparently, so who knows what might happen. Especially since all these slimes are kind of spread out so weirdly all over this area. I really don't have any proper way to approach this thing, so I will be forced to take some damage here. Luckily enough for me, I have a ton of items which restore HP. Okay, this is just tremendously heavy on the enemies. Usually what I would recommend to any of you playing this is just let them come in and click on one of the items equipped, which restores HP from your inventory, and you will survive these encounters. However, against some of the more advanced enemies, I would definitely not suggest such an action. And here is where this level will be just annoying right from the start. There are way too many splits, so trying to cover this fairly easily will be hard to do. And here we have actually a gold vein. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of these. I'm gonna get rid of these. Thank you for that. I'm gonna get rid of the flitch. Okay, that's even more powder. The cool thing is that once you basically go through these dungeon levels, the one thing which you definitely will not require for alchemy are ingredients, because you will leave this place with a lot of them. I mean, honestly, I have 2, 3, 1, 2, 5, 4, and these can be used for a variety of recipes, some of them which you will never use, some of them which you will be trying to use all the damn time, like for example the speed potions and such. Now I need to go up here as well. I'm really hoping actually that here will be the end of this level, and I don't have to go somewhere back. I really hate taking damage from this guy. Okay. Okay. Officially made it to level 10. So let's do this. I'm gonna save up the progress, and I'm gonna clear out the level 10, and I will therefore have an episode for you guys. Yes, this one is a bit longer, full of combat and me complaining about how terrible I am at it. But, well, what can I tell you? This is not your professional walkthroughs. I complain a lot. Seriously, check out my channel. Almost everywhere I complain about it, something about certain games which I really enjoy and would love to have some sort of understanding as to why the creators decided to go with the specific route on the choices which they made for the title. Okay, this is still smelting the silver, but we can make some gold here. Now, let's see if I can put just about anything anywhere in here. And yes, I know, I have a ton of items here. And I have a massive amount of iron ingots. But usually what I would do is just go and sell them to the blacksmith. But I just don't have the reason to do that right now, because I am just loaded with cash and there aren't that many items which I need to purchase. Sure, I can be purchasing seeds and stuff like that, but other than that, I really cannot think of that many things which I would desperately require. Okay, so we are going to drop off all these powders into the church's cellar. And, well, I'm gonna have to somehow hurry up with trying to clear out level 10, because we are coming to another sermon day. And I kind of do need these sermons right now, just because I'm burning through the faith points like crazy. I mean, if you want an event at the inn, you will require faith points and flyers. If you want to create a zombie, you will require faith points. If you want to create some of the more advanced crafting materials or items, you will require fate points. So, yeah. Okay, and here we are coming across another form of the slime. If this were to be, for example, Stardew Valley, I'm not sure if this can be like the equivalent of the level 80 and lower in the mines at Stardew Valley. So it's like the lava form of the slimes. I'm always gonna break apart these porcelain these decorations or these urns. I'm really not sure what to call them, because in case I would come across, for example, a health potion, well then I don't have to utilize the wine which I have in my inventory. Wow, the attacks from these guys hurt. Like seriously. They touched me only a few times, but I'm taking some serious damage here. Clearing out this level will be a nightmare, I can tell that right now. And also, I do not advise you to do what I'm doing, which is just constantly swinging the sword, because even by doing something so idiotic like spamming the attack will get you into the exhausted state, which is definitely something you would want to avoid right from the start, or in case you do not have access to more advanced items which would restore your HP. Okay, and I just took the explosion. It did not hurt as much as I was thinking it would, but still I kind of want to clear out this room of all these enemies. And what did I just say about not spamming the goddamn attack? Now, the advantage against the stationary enemies is that if you are able to approach them at an angle, you will take less damage. But not every time you have that opportunity, especially if they would be placed in each corner of this room, for example. You can definitely be sure that that would not be an option. And here we are running into an issue. In order for us to get into the lower levels of the dungeon, meaning 11 and more, we will actually need to acquire a certain item which would allow us the access. Oh my god, are you seriously going to do this? You see, like for example here, he was stationed perfectly in the middle, so that from whichever side I would approach him, I would still take a ton of damage. Now, the unfortunate thing is here that I am unable to go deeper. So for me to actually clear out this level right now does not make that much more sense. And Snake will come at this stage, so it will take a ton of time for us. And I would actually rather go and prepare for a sermon. So how about we would return to the surface, and I will save up the progress, do a sermon, then we can upgrade the fence around the graveyard, and with that I will finish off today's episode. Still have some time here. Beautiful, progress has been just saved. Now of course, if I don't want to see the health bar, I need to still utilize one of the alcohols, or just stay a bit longer in the bed. Now right now we have a stone fence, or a better fence. I have managed to prepare the ingredients which are necessary for stone fence, which is 24 polished bricks of stone, 2 carved pieces of stone. For these, yes, you require fate points, and 12 complex iron parts. The great thing about this is that there is no building or crafting actually required. It is done automatically. And this will of course increase the overall level of our graveyard. Unfortunately, we still need to reach, I do believe, 200 points, so I will definitely need to get my hands on more corpses here and potentially put in more decorations so that I will reach that level, which would allow me to upgrade the church. And now I'm even able to clear out this section of the graveyard. Now I will once again have to drop off whatever I can at the church's cellar. But what I also made is a bunch of Bronze Star quality prayers. My hope is that by selling these things, I will continue to increase the reputation with the bishop, which would allow me to sell him even the higher end quality prayers. Let's make some of this incense. I should still have enough candles for the sermon, but considering the fact that I require only 50 fate points, I kind of feel cocky, and potentially using even the base quality candles might grant me the 50 points which I require in order to be actually successful. So in order for me to do the sermon, I'm gonna take 4 of these, 8 of these, the prayer for faith, we're gonna load up all the incense burners, nicely make this church holy. I usually use either the mix of the base quality incense or the higher quality incense. There is actually a incense which you can purchase from the bishop himself, and you can usually purchase only like 1 at a week. God damn it, they changed it yet again. Okay, well, apparently it was not the incense. I do apologize. It was the candles. However, based on the wiki, it looks like these are no longer obtainable even from the bishop himself. Therefore, please ignore the information just provided. Thank you. Because it's like level 4 or something. Something that you cannot even craft from your tech tree, and it gives you so much boost that if you would, for example, wait for, I don't know, 4 weeks and then load up each of the incense burners with just these incenses, it would give you even more reputation, and it would create even more holy, I don't know, feeling or decoration, or what should I call this thing? And yeah, that would make one hell of a prayer. So overall, the results are still good. I mean, 4 silvers, I'm not gonna say no to it. The question is, if I can trade with you even with the stashed prayers. Apparently I cannot. Okay then, we're trying to be that guy. Let's see if this will work. Okay. Still not able to reach tier 2, and therefore I assume the silver star prayers. Yeah, I cannot sell those, unfortunately. So yeah, that will be it for today's episode. We did a lot of dungeon clearing, but it is necessary in order for us to progress both the story for Snake and the Astrologer. So hopefully on the next episode I will try to cover more content regarding this or the Stranger Sins DLC for Graveyard Keeper. But for that, I suggest that you click like, subscribe, and check out the channel because I publish videos 5 days a week, so you will always have something to watch. But until the next episode, I'm gonna wish you all the best. here from At Your Professional Walkthroughs, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye bye.